Lots going on. As you can see, I have tomatoes. My dishwasher is going. It's just going to be one of those weeks, so bear with the noise. I got some orders I have to put together. I got to use my 5x5 boxes. I don't have a lot of these because I don't normally get orders that require them. Usually I can fit most things in here, the small 4x4s, but I like to use these ones. I don't know, just more spacious. I am a little sad though because my 4x4s came out kind of funky. I didn't realize when I bought I think I bought like 50 at once. They're not glued right, as you can see that big gap. So I'm gonna have to basically disassemble them and then tape them up again. So I have to fix that corner. So I taped it on the inside again and then on the outside. So if you ever get a box like that from me, don't take personal offense to it. I just don't want to waste a whole pack of boxes. It doesn't make sense. I'll probably cover that with clear tape actually, just because it's easier. Otherwise it's fine. And then the tomatoes are just for canning purposes. I've been on a canning kick lately. So these are the last of my tomatoes. These are not living here. They're being moved today. So yeah, I'm a little disappointed in the boxes. I wish I kind of noticed that earlier when I first bought them a couple months ago, but oh well. It is what it is. Okay, so I'm cutting some stickers I need to put some more stock in for. So I have these two here. Actually, lay them here. So those are done. This is just some residue from cutting stickers. And then I have these two mini sticker sheets that I think I showed at some point in one of the last vlogs. But I've been using the artwork for my tutorials lately, so you have definitely seen them. This one's having some trouble with cutting, like the outline. I don't know why. I don't know if you can see. The cut line's just very off on some of the bats, like this one especially in the corner. So I have to tweak that a little bit. And then these are actually coming out really well. Slightly off, needs minor adjustment, but otherwise I don't think anyone would really notice but me. It's within the margin of cutting, even with professional stickers, or not professional, but like that you get from the store or something. So it's well within the margin of error, I guess. So I'm happy how these are turning out. So just the bats that are giving me a problem, and I think it's mainly because of the solid black ones. They might be throwing off the cutting information when the Cricut scans it. There's a little scanner in here and it scans the border to figure out where the cut lines are going to be and stuff. So I'll do some minor tweaking for these and then I can put them up on my Etsy. So one more print and adjustment and I should be done with this. So before I set up for my photography, I also wanted to share this. So before I was using this as like a daily planner type thing, like, hey, you gotta get these things done. But I was like, I already have my main planner for that, and it doesn't really work out as well because it's not, I don't know, it didn't work out the way I kind of wanted it to, so I decided to change it and make it into a, like, hey, you have to do certain things for these categories, and then I figured I'd try like a little bit of meal planning just for the week. Some things I want to make that I already have ingredients for and everything, because planning ahead for this stuff has actually been very, very useful. So we'll see how that goes. These 3 things are also very, very popular in my household. This is like my favorite thing to make next to the breakfast burritos and then the stir fry. I thought about making a sort of chili, but I don't have beef for that, and I prefer like beef versus turkey meat for that. So yeah, and then keeping in mind what I need to pull out to get these done, so I can get like the burrito bowls, I can get that going today, technically, by pre-soaking the beans overnight, because I have canned and dried beans, but I want to get through the dried beans just because I've never cooked with them, and I want to get used to doing that because it's easier to store those than canned. And then, get this stuff done a day or 2 prior as well. And this should be like a week's worth of meals because I make stuff in large batches, so I don't have to worry about it because I have too much going on to really be doing meals every single day from scratch. So this is going to make my life easier, hopefully. So as you can see, I have the stickers, I have the demonic guy and gal, and then I have the mini sticker sheets I just did, and then I just have to go ahead and make a 3rd one. I don't have any due dates for this. This probably won't get mostly done until in October, because it's like the last week of September. So I can probably sketch these out or use something I already have for that, and then this is just kind of like bigger things I need to work on that are related in terms of content, which is my story idea. So hopefully this kind of helps me keep things organized and not forgetting things to do. And then these 2 will either be carryovers from this stuff, like I got these things done, I have more to do over here, or it'll be just for new products or new business tasks I have to do. I can't talk today. And I've used my washi tape to put on the top here to make it a little bit more nice and spooky and cover up the days. It's a little big and covered up way more than not more than I wanted to, more just covered up like 3 lines, which is totally fine, but I might use a smaller washi tape next time. I think that would be fine. That way I have more, I don't really need that much room to write, but in case I adapt to this really well the next couple of weeks, I may want to use more of the lines. So we'll see how this goes. It's not that dark in here. So I did not take pictures yesterday like I wanted to after recording, so I got sidetracked with some paperwork stuff, and yeah, and then I forgot it was getting late in the day and I had to make dinner. So I at least prepped the planner preview pages. I think it turned out pretty good. I'm getting like better at being a little decorative and having more fun with stickers and planners, and I think it's turning out pretty well. I'm happy with it. So I got all the photos done. It was a little challenging because this is on the other side, so I had to like really rotate everything around, but that's fine. And the sun is out. It's a nice morning, so that helped. And yeah, so everything worked out today so far. And I also took pictures, or extra pictures of these. I figured they were sitting there, why not? Because other pictures are pretty old now. I think they are almost 3 years old. Oh my god, I can't believe that. So old. So long ago. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. So I'm gonna go edit these, and then I need to kind of wrap up for September and start October. And let me show you. If you can see here, 2022 wrap up begins, which is true. I've already kind of started prepping for 2023. I have some things lined up. I got new planners, which actually I'll show you that now. Let me pull those out. Okay, so this is a planner from Miss D. Blair Gold. I'll link her channel below. I won this in one of her giveaways, and I had previously used it for some budgeting purposes for this year to kind of see how that went. And actually, I mean, it didn't work perfectly because I just started it like halfway through the year, but the concept actually, I think, works out really well for me. So I decided to continue it for 2023. So I went and set it all up. I have all the months. I have how much I need to put aside each month to pay for these things. So there's no set goal or due date for saving up for supplies. I just need to make sure I'm putting away a certain amount of money each month to cover the cost of any supplies I need. P.O. box I need to put in here. Website hosting, that's how much per month I need to save by October, because that's a yearly cost, not a monthly. It's not, I mean, for what I get with it, it's fine. And then down here I have total savings by month, so like how much total I have overall. I might actually just put like total cash flow per month instead, but I'm not sure. I'm still kind of figuring that part out, but this I think is going to help starting January to keep track and build up a good habit of putting money aside for a lot of these costs, especially if I do more conventions. I need to know how much I need to save up per year so I have that money ahead of time and I'm not scrambling for it, and I'm being more responsible with it. So I can get to use some more stickers, so that's fun. These are from an Erin Condren subscription box thing, I think from 2021 for the winter one, I think. I don't know. But yeah, so that's, I get to use them now, which is nice. So this worked out really well. And then I might add like maybe some extra breakdowns in here, just to keep track, like this is how much I spend from this company every year, something like that. So that's still to be determined. So I'm happy with that. And then this is more of a personal thing. It's a personal budget planner. I have the budget by paycheck from the Budget Mom, but she's not selling any physical books this year, and I don't really want the small notebooks again because it's just too much. I want to own one book, so I opted to get the Clever Fox bi-weekly one instead, and it works out, I think. I have to sneeze. I just had, so basically each period is one paycheck, which is fine because I can put the cash envelope breakdowns on the little like ideas and notes page. So every period, this is like one paycheck, and then this is part of that one paycheck, and then I can put the cash envelope breakdown here, which works out. I mean, it's a little bit of work for me to go in and draw it for each pay period, but that's fine. I mean, this was like considerably cheaper, so if I have to do a little bit of work to kind of get it to match what the Budget Mom had, that's totally fine with me. I mean, no offense, but I can spend $80 with shipping, or I can spend 20. So yeah, that's kind of what I have here. And then I set up, let's see in the back here, if I can get it. Let's just do this, there we go. She has like budget categories and how much you spent, if it was more or less than last month, and all that stuff. So I just kind of put that in the back on these bullet journal pages. So I think this is going to work out. I mean, I don't use the entirety of her current one anyway, so I put all the important things in there that I need to keep track of, and it has extra stuff like the bill tracker and the monthly summary anyway, so I can compare that. So I think this will replace that really well. So I'm really excited about that. I did have a social media planner, but I haven't been really using it the way I wanted to, and it's like a weekly spread, so I can see a whole week in one spread, like you can kind of see here, and that's fine. I have no problems with that, but I think I might just switch to a monthly only, so I can just schedule out stream days, content, and then that's it. Because doing it by day, even though it has like check boxes to show, hey, you posted it to these things, it's like I don't use all of these, and like I only use Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and YouTube. But YouTube is a separate video thing. And then the other ones here are for just posting images, which I schedule in advance. And because I use later.com, it's automatic. I only have to do like one upload, and it does it for me on the other platforms. So I don't really, for me right now, this is not really helpful. I guess I should be able to use it as a content planner, like, hey, what content do you want to put out there? But I'm not sure I'm there yet. So yeah, I'm probably going to switch to a monthly. We'll see. So still thinking about that. Stuff to think about for the new year. I still have a couple months to get these. I'm not really worried. These I can get anywhere. I get this particular one from Purple Trail, and it works out really nice. I like their planners, and their paper is really nice too. So I'll probably see what they have for monthly and stick with that. So it is well into October. It's been crazy with other life things going on, but things are getting along. I have a package to drop off. I either get to it today or tomorrow, depending on how things go. Most likely tomorrow. It's one of those days where I don't really feel like going out, even though it is really nice. But it is gourd season, and I went to a local farm market, not farmer's market, but a local farm that has a market, and they had a bunch of these really fun gourds. I'm like, well, I need some reference for different types, so I bought these two. This is an apple gourd, which apparently is good for birdhouses, not necessarily for eating. And this is just one of those weird decorative gourds. I really liked the shape and the design and the colors on this, so I went ahead and bought that. And I'm hoping to head back over this weekend before they close down for the winter and get a couple more like this. Not of this type, but they had some really interesting ones, and I'm like, I need some more pumpkin ideas for my pins. And I think this is a really good one. Like, I'll zoom into it. So it's got some weird spots. It's really nice coloring. It looks like a star, but has like two little feet on each side. Really like the way the dark green kind of highlights or makes it stand out more. That's kind of a bad spot, but that's fine. Get some random orange in there. It just looks pretty neat. So, yeah. And I have some other task things to do. This has not been going well. I've done some stuff with backlog. I'm kind of focused on that right now. I have been doing okay on the videos. I have more to record this weekend. I already got those outlined, so that shouldn't be an issue. And the streaming has not happened. Not yet. We'll see. Maybe this might be the first year I don't stream for Halloween. I just have too much going on, you know. We'll see. We shall see. Oh, but I do have a new event in December I'm going to. It's a local one. By the time you see this, it probably... No, you will have known about it. It's the beginning of December at Schoolcraft College. It's not near me, but it's close enough. It's within my travel distance that I'm okay with. And I think it's their first year. I'm like, whatever, it's a small one-day event. It's not super far, not like a total gas eater cost-wise. So, yeah. I decided, no, to go to that one. So I do have one final event in December, which is good because that kind of met my goal of trying to attend at least 3 events this year or apply to 3. So I've met that quota. Works for me. I'm going to use that event to try and offload some inventory before the year's end so I can pay less in taxes. So if you are in Michigan and you're by Schoolcraft or you want to go, you should. It'll be on my Facebook page if you're interested. Yeah, so I'm just going to push a bunch of inventory of some clearance stickers I want to try and get rid of that are in my sticker bin right now. They went really well at my last convention, so I'm going to hopefully sell a little bit more and not have to waste all of them, because if the clearance stickers, whatever's left, I'm just going to toss, because I have some plans for next year in terms of content and what I'm making. It's going to be a little different. Not in a bad way, but just more consistent. Anyway, that'll be for another video, I think. So yeah, right now I'm getting some more gourd inspiration and design ideas. Having fun with this apple gourd. It is doing nothing but sitting here, looking weird and giant. Yeah, I cleaned up a little bit over here. I did get some highlighters. They were on clearance for $1 at the store, which is really nice because I've been looking for highlighters for a while and I wasn't sure if I wanted to spend a lot of money on crappy colors or highlighters, and I always look at the clearance section because you never know what's there. And then there they were for $1. They're not like the perfect ideal colors for me, but for $1, it's perfectly fine. This will do. And this is going to be for a mix of editing and just marking off on my 2023 roadmap. Like, blue will be for personal, red or pink will be for business, stuff like that. Just color coding. That's the word I was looking for. So yeah, that's what these are for. And then the primary purpose was actually for personal use, but I'm gonna just kind of use them to mark off some stuff when I can. So yeah. Alright, so it's been a while since I've recorded anything. End of October, I got sick. Nothing major, I wasn't feeling good, so I didn't have time to record videos or do anything. And then once I got better, we rearranged my workspace, so I am now out here. Look at my computer, there's the kitchen, you can ignore that, my fish tank, my mess I'm still cleaning up, business supplies, an order I'm shipping out today. I have gourds back here. It's a apple gourd. I have other ones there. And that's my 3D printer, and that's some stuff we have to organize. But this is my new setup, which I'm really happy with because when I'm off work now, I can start going into recording and streaming and whatever else. So my boyfriend's still working, and I won't interrupt him or distract him, especially when he has meetings, because he works later than I do and has way more stuff going on. So that's part of the reason why I've been behind on a lot of stuff with my YouTube and why I haven't been streaming as much, because I'm like, okay, I need to make sure he's got the room to himself at the end of the day. You know, nothing bad, just stuff that, you know, gotta keep in mind. So yeah, I am pretty happy. I got most of my business stuff here, like, what do you call it? Items to sell, my crickets in there. I have my books, and these are old dishes I have to get rid of. But this is a little downsized from what I had because, like I've said hundreds of times, we're still planning to move, so a lot of things I don't need, which are like figurines that I had all on my desk here, I packed away, which was like 3 very small boxes. I don't have a lot. I'm not a minimalist, but I'm not someone who has a lot of stuff either. I'm like slightly above minimalism. But yeah, there's my cat, my calico stuffed cat, and some sticky notes in my mic. But yeah, so this is just like a quick update about what's happening. I'm just merging all my studio vlogs, October, November, and December into one big vlog, and that's just going to be one big video because I'm going to be making changes to that as well. I decided I like doing the studio vlogs, but because my focus is changing to this project, I haven't changed that at all. That's like 2 months old now. I need to kind of start focusing on that story and the artwork and everything. And I'm going to... I've talked about this coffee membership thing a couple times now, and I've joined Amber McHugh's business course thing, and I was listening to one of the meetings, and it kind of hit me that instead of reinventing the wheel and adding more work to my life, why not just get rid of the studio vlogs, make it about updating and working on this, and make that part of the membership, because I do like doing this, I really do. But if this is going to be... I just need to realign my focus, basically. You know, prioritize, in her words, prioritize things, and which I kind of struggle with because when you like to do a lot of stuff, it's like, oh, I want to do this, and I want to do all this, and I want to do all this. You have to be like, oh, you can't do everything at once. You need to pick one thing, focus on it, and finish it, and then, you know, actually get it done. So, then I got these. My mom found them. I think they were used, which is fine. Her and her boyfriend have been like helping with hoarder houses, I think, and I guess this was in one of them. Actually, I don't even know. She might have just found this at their store as well. I never asked. She was just like, "Do you want these?" I'm like, "Sure." So I'm curious to see how these turn out. I don't know how well they work. I haven't tried them at all. One of them is missing its lid, so I'm guessing that one's dead, which is fine. Not a big deal. There's 72 in here. You know, it's free. I will take it as it is. And if I like it, you know, maybe I'll try some more traditional art later. We'll see. Maybe I can do some live streams now with my setup. Because if I'm sitting here, I can actually just make this like camera and I can draw and stuff. And it's like, oh, cool, I can do this stuff. And yeah, I don't know. Ooh, running into my chair. Okay, so yeah, so that's a quick update. I'm going to get back to work because it's Sunday. I have an order to ship out. Someone who was very sweet. I broke my 3D printer, and I'll put actually, I did not take a picture of it broken, but I did take a picture of it in the middle of repair, so I'll put that in here. I think I forget to put pictures in when I make these videos, and my coffee maker's going, so sorry about that. So yeah, I'll take a picture of it in the middle of the repair. It's all working good. It's fine now. I'm mad because it was my fault. I walked away before I made sure everything was printing right. And it became a blob. It was bad. And I broke the extruder. You know, just normal 3D printer things. So, yeah. I have an order to get out today. Get that going. And finish cleaning up around here and getting back on track with all of this stuff. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to stop talking and stop recording, and I'll see you in the next clip. Alright, I got my Huion tablet set up. This looks very nice. I know people were like complaining about the brightness for some reason, but this looks pretty good to me. I mean, I don't think this is super bright at all. I mean, I don't know. I think that works. I mean, there's a light that I have on it. But otherwise, I like this so far. It's got nice buttons here. I'm gonna need to reorganize my space and get an extension for this cord here, because it's not really gonna work out with my setup. But otherwise, I think this is pretty nice. I'm gonna kind of practice, well, open Krita and see what it's like drawing on a screen again. I haven't done that in 10 years. That sounds like a lot, but it's true. So yeah, I'm gonna do that and we'll see what happens. Okay, so I got my screen tablet set up here. I've been using it the past month basically, and I love it. It has made my life a lot easier than I expected. I think maybe it's just these are not as bulky as they used to be, so they're better. I'll stand up so you can see it better. But I've actually been using the hotkeys. It's been working out pretty well. It duplicates what's on that monitor. You can have it set up to be a third monitor, so this is separate, but I need more HDMI ports and adapters and stuff, and we have them, but I'm like, this is fine. This works out, because as I'm drawing, if I want to see what it looks like on like a flat screen and not at an angle, I can just look up. So this is working out just fine. So I have my setup with my keyboard here. My mic is there, so when I actually do streaming, I can just kind of put it in between. Yeah, everything's working out. And then going forward, I think I'm going to be trying to vlog with this little GoPro. We have had it for a while now, and it didn't really get used for its intended purpose, which was just like having fun. We go to the beach, stick it in the water, see what we can see, but we didn't really get time to do a lot of that stuff. So I'm going to be using it for vlogs and see how that works. I've already set it up for that purpose. So yeah. And then what else do I have going on? It's the end of like the December, so it's calming down with family stuff. Yeah. Maybe I'll do a review on this tablet. I don't know. I'm not very good at these like product review things, but I do enjoy it. I think it's helped out a lot. It feels more natural to draw. And if I can find it. Oh, here it is. The glove that they give you to wear. So they give this with all of their tablets, I believe. My last tablet had this as well. I didn't realize how useful these were until I started drawing on this. Like, I felt like my hand was kind of dragging. So wearing this actually gives you a nice smooth, so I'm like wiping my screen with it, a nice smooth like movement without like your hand kind of sticking. And if you wear lotion and stuff, this is going to sleep mode. Obviously you don't want that on your screen, so this has actually worked out a lot. So I've been wearing this. The only problem is my hand's very small, so this is a little big. I would like a smaller one if they had it, but that's fine. If I need to, I can just wear gloves too. So yeah, I'm actually going to end the last vlog of the year here. I don't know if these will continue next year. I think they're, like I said earlier, they're just going to be for my comic membership and strictly about that, just because these do take up a lot of time. They just take up a lot of time, and it's hard to keep up with things I need to do while actually doing them. And I don't do as much as some studio vlogs. Like, I don't have 10 orders to do every week. I don't have new products I release every week. I just don't have that kind of free time right now. So that's kind of why I've decided no more studio vlogs. They're not as interesting if you don't have stuff to do every week. Yeah, so that's where that's gonna go. So yeah, thank you guys for sticking with me this year and watching this video. And make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already for more videos. And I will see you in the next one.